Welcome, Elizabeth, to Independent Study. I'm Dr. Mike Hardy. I'm going to be your instructor for the pre-algebra Math 065. So, I'm not sure if you've ever done anything with eCollege or eCompanion here before. So let's just start you at the very beginning here, okay? To get into this thing called eCompanion or eCollege, which is what we will be using. One of the two things we'll be using. The other is something called My Math Lab. You go to the Miles Community College homepage. That is milescc.edu. Okay? You go to that homepage, and at the top of that homepage is a line that says MCC Online. You click on that, and you got an option to log in, second option down. You type in your student ID here, and you type in your password, which Jan Hartman should have told you. Otherwise, try your birth date. Month, date, year. Okay? Looks like I thought someone was going to call me. That's why I paused here a little bit. Okay, so you click those things and you click in Go to Class. And it takes you to this page here, which we almost never use. To get to where you actually have to use is you click on this white tab up here called Academics PSH. And when you click on that, you get a listing of the classes you have here at MCC. And you want to click on the one that says M065 Pre-Algebra to get into this class. So here we're in the syllabus or the page for this class. Very shortly, I will have a syllabus up for spring 2013. I'm just doing some things with it. Hildy's syllabus for fall 2012 is pretty close. You can kind of look to see sort of what's being done here. But there will be my syllabus coming up here fairly shortly. Okay. What there is, and I'm in fact going to mess with it right now. This shows up on mine. You see an asterisk next to it. It won't show up on yours right this second, but before hopefully I send this out, I will have this set up so this line shows up on yours. And this is something called the study plan. And this is what you're going to be basically doing on the day-to-day level to prepare for your tests. So I click on that study plan. It gives me another place to click on study plan. And it's just the way this page had to be set up. What's going on is right now we're on the program called eCollege. When I click on this second link, it's going to take me to My Math Lab. So let's click on that link and get to My Math Lab. Now what your study plan is it's this list of 237 things that you should be able to do. And each of those things is worth a mastery point. And that part of your grade that's based on the study plan is just based on what fraction of these mastery points you get. So the idea is to earn as many of these 237 mastery points as possible. And that's going to be the main work you do chapter by chapter. Okay, so now how the heck do you earn a mastery point? Well, the first thing you do, you go down and you see each of these skills with a little pin next to it is a mastery point you have yet to earn. And they list a few that you should be ready for, okay? Yours will actually start at 1.1. I've been messing around with this, so I'm in the middle of 1.3. So what's the first thing to do? Actually, it seems kind of weird to do a quiz before you've had instruction, but I'm going to recommend this. The reason is if you already happen to know how to do this, you can possibly quiz out of it and not have to do a bunch of practice. And it will give you a mastery point for it right there, and you'll be 1 point on the way. So let's just try a quiz me and see how that works. You go down here, you say, I am ready to start. Okay, so we have a situation. Week before Mother's Day, florist has a goal of selling 261 bouquets. By Thursday, it sells 71. How many more does it have to sell to meet Sunday's goal? Well, it has to start with 261, but then they've already sold 71. So whatever the result of this is the number that are left. It's going to keep on quizzing us. You got 160 boxes of candies to sell, and you've already sold 66. So you need to go with 160 minus 66. And that's the only two questions it's going to ask me. And I'm going to submit the quiz. Ooh, it looks like I got both questions right. And because I got both questions right, I've mastered it, and I've already earned the mastery point for that. So you see that topic, the how much do I need sentence, has gone down there, and now we're up to one thing we have to go. You see, I went from 19 to 20 mastery points by doing that. Now, let's say you take a quiz and you mess it up. And I'm just going to do this fairly quickly here. 559 plus 1. I'm going to say that's 560. That'll be right. And then how about this? What is the word name for this number? I'm going to get it wrong and say it's 1,642,000. And it's actually quite a bit more than that. It's a billion. So I'm going to get that question wrong. And this question, 2318. So that's going to be right. The next question, I'm too lazy to answer, so I'm just going to guess it's 120,000 exactly. Next question. I am going to guess it's 65, let's say 6610. That's, I'm pretty sure, actually right. And then I'm going to click Submit Quiz. Oopsie, I missed a couple of questions. Even missing one, since 100% is usually required for mastery, that's how I've said it. Even missing one means you're going to have to go and do some work. Now, so we go to Study Plan. And we see that's there. You notice the Quiz Me button is blacked off for now. It wants you to do some practice. So you click here, it gives you some practice problems. But you don't necessarily have to do all of them to get mastery. But I do want to point out something, okay? So let's say I've added and I've got 660. I check it. It says nice work. But I'm not sure that I just didn't luck into that. What I can always do is after you've done an exercise correctly, there's an option called similar exercise. I can check that out. 229 plus 1, 230. Check answer. Great. Well, now I think I know these, okay? So I'm going to go on to the next problem. Okay, and so I add these up. I think I am correct on this, okay? That maybe I want some help. So here are some options that I have. One is to just go to the class textbook. If I click on that button, it will wait a minute, and it will take me to the section of the textbook that tells me all about these type of problems. I can look and I can see if I can find some insight there. Another option you sometimes have is a video that will show you video of how to do this problem. This particular one doesn't have it. It does have connect to a tutor. That looks kind of cool, but I've never used it. You might try it. View an example. View an example is just going to basically tell you how to do the problem. No input from you required. You've got it. You can read an example. You can see how they're thinking, see what the textbook author's doing, and see how they get the answer they get. Okay? And then you can go also to help me solve this, where basically, where do we start adding the columns? Well, I say we add from the right column first. Check answer. Nice work. And it will just talk you through it. And so we add the ones. So I get 12. Check answer. Oopsie, I'm only supposed to put in the ones place. So I get 2. Check answer. Nice work. And then I put that one up there, 14. I want 15, but I'm only going to put the 5. Nice work. I'm going to throw another one up there. 6 plus 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8. I don't have to do any adding of numbers. Nice work. And it's just going to keep on talking me through this. 5 plus 5 is 10, add. And then 1 plus 1 plus 9 is 11. And this time there's no extra place to add it, so I have the 11 is what I enter. Check answer. Ooh, it just wanted me to put the 1 in. Okay, 1, excellent. And then the total sum is 110852. Okay, so that's how it's going to talk you through this. So help me solve this, talks you through and helps you work it. If you have an example, tells you how to do it. Textbook gives you more explanation. There's videos, connect to a tutor. I've also suggested that calculators are available here. I would suggest strongly to try to do things without a calculator. You shouldn't need it for most of this class, and being able to do it without a calculator will give you some insights to be able to do algebra in the next section. Ask my instructor just sends me an email, so you might have to wait a bit for an answer there. Print allows you to print out the page so you can see some of the, see the problem on paper and write it out there. Only thing I suggest is don't necessarily do that here. I'm going to close out of this. Okay, and now I notice that I've done some work. Quiz Me is now available. So I can go back to Quiz Me, and if I get 100%, I get my mastery point. And I'll be up to 21 out of 237. So that's what you want to do, is go through your mastery points one by one. Start with the Quiz Me, go back to practice, go back to Quiz Me until you get the mastery point. And just follow them in order on down till you finish with a chapter. When you finish with a chapter, even if it's before the test deadline, let me know. We can get you started on that test right away, get it arranged, and then we can move on to the later stuff rather than waiting till the test date to take the test, if that makes sense. Okay, so your day-to-day stuff is going to be in this study plan. Your objective in the study plan is to hit, hopefully all the way up to 237 mastery points. If you get a little less, that's okay. It'll just be a little bit off that one little corner of your grade. Hope this helps.